What up, everyone? It's your host with the most, Joseph Babatunde, and this is Mutual Understanding. This is episode 4. I know you've been asking for more. You let it know, right?
That was good.
Hey, this is episode 4. I know y'all been asking for more. Today, I got the beautiful, wonderful, black, creative Asha Taitt. Asha, welcome to Mutual Understanding.
Thank you.
How are you? How you doing? How's your mental? Everything you've been going on?
Those are really deep questions, but I'll say I'm okay. You know, I've been working on being more honest. So, stress, senior year, not that cute, but I'm better than I was 2 weeks ago.
That's good. Congratulations on winning the Step Show.
Oh, thank you so much. Shout out to my sisters, period.
You did your little thing, your little thing. So us having Asha on for this week. Asha's actually a really good friend of mine. I've done a couple photo shoots with Asha. I just like the way you think. Congratulations on Don't Tilt the Camera.
Thank you.
What made you want to start Don't Tilt the Camera? How does it feel to be a black creative? Like, let's get into that.
So what made me start it? It was kind of just like, one, at first it was called Taitt Takes Photos. Taitt is my last name. And I didn't really like it. I felt like, okay, what if I become some famous photographer, but I'm married? Or, so like, do I keep the name? And so something that really like always, I'm not going to cuss. Okay. Don't cuss? Okay.
It's however you feel. We're not going to edit it out.
Okay, I do cuss a lot, so I'll try to minimize it. But I just don't like when people like take pictures and tilt their phone when they're taking them. So I just came with Don't Tilt the Camera. And ever since then, I've just been doing a lot of projects, a lot of passion projects. And yeah, what was the other part of the question?
It was like, what does it feel to be a creative? A black creative at that as well.
Being a black creative is not something that I always like enjoyed or like embraced.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it wasn't predominantly white school, but I went to school with a lot of white people. And so like I've always been pro-black, but I didn't want my work to be obvious. So I felt like being pro-black and then doing pro-black work just seemed like, of course, another black person doing black work. But like what I realized is like there's different angles to doing your work. So it doesn't have to be literal and in your face. So like if I do a photo shoot on slavery, I know that's like a wild word, but like it doesn't need to be people working in a field. It could be people on a football field. And then I could use angles and eye contact to still get the same message across. And so I just decided I wanted to be less literal and more cinematic. So telling a story, and that's kind of...
I think that's what I really admire about you as well. Like, I like how you can tell stories through your picture. Like, I think it was last year, the year before, she had my friend Philip in a photo shoot talking about how, like, black boys lose their joy as they age. And, like, all she literally did was just have Phil sit in a chair, and she had candles, but the candles represented numbers. As he was 1, he was smiling. As he was 8, he was smiling. When he reached 16, he stopped smiling. When he reached 21, the cake was destroyed. Just to show, like, as you go over time, like, you lose your joy as a black man. And I just thought that was, like, beautiful, like, how you portrayed that. Like, oh, it's also on her Instagram account, too.
Yes.
When we're gonna link it down below.
Yes.
Just go follow Asha Taitt. Yeah,
you.
it will be there.
Yeah.
But, like, I like how you can tell stories through your creativity. I feel like that's really major. I feel like a lot of people miss the mark on that as well.
Yeah.
But you do that, like, that's big.
And I appreciate that. And it really is just like, for me, the candles not only were ages, but they were statistics. So like there was a certain amount of black men that died at this time. There was a certain percentage. So like I really like to get really deep with my work so that people feel it. And it was inspired by my cousin who was actually killed in Greensboro. And so I felt like this is the right time. Yeah, thank you. And so I felt like this was like the perfect time for me to do that. And that photo shoot probably got the most buzz once I changed my name. Like after that, everybody was like, wait, were you the one that did the birthday cake photo shoot? And I don't even care if you call it the birthday cake photo shoot, as long as you know what it was really about and like you saw it. That's all I really cared about. So yeah.
So like, what inspires your creativity? Or like, who inspires it? Like, where do you get it from? Like I just think like people who are creative, like their minds are just so beautiful. Like you can just think, you're imaginative. You can put things together. Like you can tell a story through pictures. Like what inspires you?
So what inspires me honestly is just like black people. That's so cliche, but it's like.
But it's real though.
It's real. Like I don't have every black person's experience. Period. But I have family. I have friends. I've seen films, I listen to music, so all those things, I'm just like, dang, that would be really good. Like, I don't know. For example, if Stevie Wonder's Superstitious song came on and I heard it and there was a lyric that really resonated with me, I'm like, damn, that would be a good photo shoot. Like, that's just...
That's simple?
Like, that's how I'll be laying down and I'll be like, has anyone ever done anything on, like, the black mortality rate when it comes to, like, black women giving birth? Kind of want to do that. And then I cannot go to bed until I type it in my notes. My notes is actually probably... If somebody had my notes, they would be rich. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many ideas I'm sitting on that I still haven't executed, and I want to do that.
It's okay. No one needs your notes. You're gonna be rich off your notes. I'm telling you.
Hello, thank you.
Asha's really that girl. For y'all don't know, like. So we talked about what inspires you, like, your style of creativity. How would you describe it? Because like, for me, like, y'all don't know. I'm not gonna praise myself a little bit, but I'm sort of creative as well. Like, I got my own little creative blend to stuff. Like, you can see by the way I do my Instagram posts, or like the way, like, even this podcast, it is creative in the sense of just like, it's different because like you might like not agree with something, but you come together on it. I feel like that's creative as well. But like, how would you describe your brand of creativity?
So honestly, I say eclectic. It really just, there is no pattern to it. There's nothing that people can be like, oh, this reminds me of this photo shoot that you did before. Nothing will ever be the same. And a part of it is just like, I hate to say this, but I'm like fake different. Like, I try to do that shit. I try to do that shit where it's like, oh, everybody's going this way, I'm going that way. Like, that's never, I've always been like that, and my friends get on me about it all the time. But at the end of the day, when it comes to being creative, it's the best way to go. Like, I want people to just be like, how did you even
think of that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to be so confused and floored that they like have to ask me questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my work to be obvious. And so I guess, damn, I low-key forgot the question.
It's like, how do you describe your brand of creativity?
So for me, it's eclectic. But other people, I used to do a lot of photo competitions, and I went to one called the NAACP AXO competition in Detroit.
You're really pro-black.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like, everything about you is just like,
yeah,
stand black,
like
be
tattoos, black,
like,
everything is black.
Like,
but yeah,
this is the pinnacle of black women, y'all. Like, oh yeah,
I can really go there. But yeah, so I went to the competition. It was like hella photographers my age, and I was like, I'm already knowing this is gonna be the best photo shoot, best photo anyone has ever seen. And so I'm talking to different photographers that are in like the room showing their work, and this girl, she had a picture of like this girl with an afro and it had like sunflowers in it. That's what I consider basic photography. Shout out to her though.
She won.
She did win. And my photo shoot, now granted, this is what I mean when I said earlier that it was literal shit. So when I did my first photo shoot outside of class, because I started in 10th grade and I started doing passion projects outside of class in 10th grade, I did mine and it was called Field Day. But I'm from Maryland, and there's a rural side of Maryland, and so we literally went to a field. Like, I thought that was the best way
to portray
for it to come across. And I'll try to find the pictures so you can try and put that in there, because it's wild as that. Like, I'm so embarrassed that I ever did that, but it's gross. However, the judges loved it. Like, they thought, oh, this is really good. I understand the storyline, and the lady was like, you're a cinematic photographer. And I was like, cinematic photographer?
What does that mean?
I've never heard of that in my life, but it's really just the ability to tell a story from beginning, middle, and end without video. You can do it with photography, and so that's really big for me. It's just always going to be storytelling in a cinematic way, and so I've always called myself a cinematic photographer since that day.
That's calm. I like your style of creativity because, like, it's a movie.
Yeah.
We just do pictures.
And I love movies, so... You know what I'm saying?
What's your give me your top 3 movies.
Top 3 movies? I hate questions like this because it's like, what the hell?
Okay, I wouldn't say your top 3 movies. Give me something you can play comfortably and watch over and over again.
I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy because I just rediscovered this movie, but Get Out. And the only reason I say Get Out is because now I'm in the black film class. And we have to watch films and like do like summaries or like our own interpretation of the film. And so watching it back, there's just so much stuff in there that is like significant to.
No, Jordan Peele and them.
Jordan Peele is crazy.
He cooks.
But like, this
cooks.
man, his mom is white, his wife is white, and he made a movie about how sinister white women are. It's not just about that.
He's insane.
Like, but like at first I used to be like, how can you even make a movie about something like that?
I never watched Get Out.
That's embarrassing. But that's okay. You
We
still
might have
time.
to edit that out. But
No,
I
can't actually. You have to do it.
I never watched Get Out.
That's embarrassing.
I started it, but wallahi, I fell asleep. Like,
No. Maybe you need to watch it during the day, but I'm telling you right now, oh my god, it's just crazy. So that's probably a movie I could watch over and over again because you're always going to find something new in the film. And I just like thought-provoking movies. So in general, I could watch anything similar to that.
Cool. Wow. Okay. So, I just thought about something in my head. You're a young black woman who's creative.
Yes. Yeah.
What advice can you give other young black women on who want to be creative and who want to grow up and be just like you?
That's just so funny because someone actually interviewed me about this before.
Oh wow.
I think my answer has changed though. Honestly, just find a way to be different. And that doesn't mean forcing it, but as black women, we already are complex, so we can't afford to do basic stuff because you just will never get looked at. So, like, instead of just doing short films, could it be commercials that focus on, I don't know, black entrepreneurs on your campus, and you make like these crazy ass commercials that just like really are captivating and make people want to get their stuff. So you're bringing other people with you, and you're also doing something no one's ever done. You know what I'm saying? So like, instead of just doing the basic short films like everybody else, doing cool ass commercials with other creatives on your campus or creatives in your environment can be cool as fuck. So I really say push the envelope and be different.
That's cool. But do you feel like, I feel like because there's so many different brands of creativity, do you feel like your creativity might clash with somebody else's? Because I forgot what photo shoot I was doing. I was doing a photo shoot and like I had an idea, but someone else had an idea, and like I didn't per se like their idea, but I ended up finding a fusion between the two ideas. It's like, do you feel your creativity can blend with someone else's?
Yes, and it does often actually. The photo shoot I did on colorism, I actually worked with two creative directors, Ashanti, Joy, and I worked with Ray.
Shout out to Ashanti and Ray too.
Yes.
Ray is the director for College Days,
Yeah.
creative directing. She does a really good job. Ashanti, she's really a friend of mine. I don't really know Ashanti's endeavors, but I do love her.
She does everything.
Yeah, she also has a podcast, Prayed Up Black Girl. Yeah, y'all should go tune into that. Does she have that out?
I don't know yet, but
Maybe
not.
I didn't mean to put a preview for
It's
that,
okay.
but
Shout out to that girl.
shout out to that girl. Yeah, they really do well.
Yeah.
But yeah, how did that go? That looked really well.
Thank you.
I'm jealous you asked me to be in it.
Please, Jojo, I'm trying to bring different faces in so people aren't like,
So,
oh.
yeah, she already
I
had
did
me
before.
for the hair.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do more, more stuff, and so I'm definitely.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I have a problem with people who use a sapien for every shoot.
It's just like, okay, we get it.
It's like no one else gets to eat.
Right, at all. There's so many faces on this campus. Some people don't even think that they're worthy of being models. If you got a face for it, you got a face for it, and that doesn't mean it has to be a pretty face either.
Yeah.
And that's what I want other people to get across. Like, you can't do something grungy and then get like a America's Next Top Model. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, like I did like an all black woman shoot, like all black women. I was a professor and stuff. Yeah, y'all should go. That's on my Instagram account. My whole kill was, of course, everybody knows like the popular faces on campus. My thing is like, I want to get people who aren't as known to do like a photo shoot where they can express themselves, and they did really well. It's like you can let other people shine and they eat.
Exactly. So, but yeah, that photo shoot went really well. Everybody was they were very helpful in the process. It wasn't one of those things where it's like, I tell you to go here and you go there. Like, I like people coming up with ideas while we shoot. And so I think that was really a good photo shoot because everybody wanted to be there. And so I think it was something I was also sitting on for a while. So when I put it out, I was just so excited. Like, it was one of those photo shoots where as soon as I was done taking the pictures and everybody got out of my house, I started editing and I was ready to post it like the next day.
Sound like Bradley. Bradley's on our Strikers team. Oh yeah, this Mutual Understanding episode is also brought by Strikers. Jesus, I'm stuttering. This is brought to you by Strikers Productions. I got my man TK behind the camera. I got Tune in here and I got Bradley in here. Like, shout out to those boys. Those boys work hard every week to get these episodes out. Like, they grind. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, they grind. I don't think no one's as quick as Bradley. Like, when it comes to like getting stuff out and stuff. But I'm glad that like you can do your project and like you get hunger from it. Like,
yes.
I feel like that's what a lot of people are lacking. Like the hunger to want to do something. Like, you do your creativity. It's not a chore to you.
No, I will spend my last on photography and literally get nothing from it. And I'm so dead ass. Like, I've never gotten anything from doing my work. And people are like, why don't you like do printouts and stuff. I'm like, do people even want that? I just feel like it's cool just to see it. Like
I admire that so much. I'm gonna touch up on like not wanting to get like stuff from anyone. Like even this podcast right now, like it's doing really well, and I'm thankful to God. Like all glory to Him. But like, not everything that we do right now, it's not for a quick money grab. It's authentic. It's genuine. It's because people want to hear like what we have to say, what we do.
Yeah.
So like I just enjoy the fact that like money isn't like a goal for you. You just truly enjoy it. Like I'll spend my life to make sure this podcast works as well.
Exactly.
And I'm happy that like you have that mindset. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, man. You know, but if y'all do want printouts, let me know.
Printouts.
Anyway.
Yes, if you want Asha Taitt to be your creative director, she might do it for free. But if you offering that bread,
I'll take it.
She will take it.
I'm still in college, guys.
Don't be don't be deceived. So now like this segment of the show, we got some questions for Instagram.
Oh Lord, let me sit up.
We got some questions for Instagram. Since I'm the host, I like this question that someone asked.
Okay.
Yes. Someone asked, what is 3 things you like about me and what is 3 things that you love?
About you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, one that I like is your positive energy. I mean, I guess that's a given to most people that come across you, but I just know that, like, you know how the student center is, it's weird. Like, you might walk in and see somebody from Instagram, and then you see them in person, and they
won't talk to you.
Yeah, that right there will piss me off really fast. And so, being able to walk in there, if I see you, I'm already knowing that it's going to be more of a comforting space. And you're always with somebody, which is hilarious. But community matters, so... I
give bear hugs.
Yes.
So if you see me, come give me a hug. Also, if you see Toon, TK, and Bradley, bro, go give them hugs, bro. They will hug you.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's their vibe.
I think Brad wants 2 hugs. TK wants a hug. Oh. That's the main man behind camera, bro. Go hug TK.
Don't hug them, guys. Remember consent.
Yeah.
Anyway, something else I like is obviously your fashion sense. Like, come on now, nigga. That's good shit. Because there's multiple ways to be like street style. I mean, what would you consider?
My
Not
type
to switch sides, but like what?
My type of fashion. Oh, you can ask me questions. That's
okay,
that way we can come to like a mutual understanding.
Anyway.
Alright. My type of fashion, I feel like I mixed in a sense of like a proper churchy, grunge, hard-working, street-wearing. Like that's me, vintage, retro. Like I'm all over that. Like if y'all see me right now, I got a full car fit on, like car pants, car jacket.
He's not lying.
Like I'm a dad, but like I'll spice it up too. Like I'll throw in my Vivian Westwood necklace. It broke. Can you take a picture of this, bro? Yeah, it broke because I don't know. I stepped into Asha's house and
she just went left.
Yeah,
that's how it happened.
She just went left, but like, yeah, I feel like my sense of fashion, it's a mix of everything, you know. Like, I take notes from like a lot of people who are close to me, and Pinterest too. You guys want? Pinterest, oh my gosh, Pinterest is the creative central. If you want an idea, go on Pinterest. I'm a firm believer of Pinterest has inspired me with a lot of outfits and things of that nature. Yeah. Also, my friends are really fashionable too. Like, if y'all don't know Manny, like my brother, like he's incredibly fashionable. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like every idea that I see him wear, I try to mimic him some way, shape, or form. Yeah. So like I do take ideas from others too. I would say that's how I describe my style. I appreciate that you like that.
But I fuck with that shit though. Like if I was a man, actually that's not true. As a woman, I would wear what you wear. I think, have I not? Maybe not. But like if you have some shit you want to give away, please give it to me.
Really?
I will wear anything. Like I literally, I will wear anything.
That I know that's hard.
Yeah, I get from thrift.
You should let me style you.
I would do that. Yes, I never let anyone style me before, so that would be.
I'll do it.
Okay, let's do that for real.
That if you see Asha in this car jacket, know that like we talked about it and we styled it.
Yes.
I appreciate
my third like. Is this wild? Your cooking. It's good.
Oh, let's go!
The cooking is good. I can't lie.
Y'all might hate, but when it comes to Nigerian jollof, I'm the best chef in America, bruh.
That was a bold statement.
I don't care.
But it was
world champ.
I'm from Maryland though, so there's a lot of Nigerians. That just got awkward though. So we can just move on.
What would you rate my jollof on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll give it a 8.9. That's a good rating, I think.
That's an A minus, nigga. That's an A minus. Y'all don't even get A minuses in y'all class, bro. Oh my gosh.
And then a love. It has to be a love.
You can just say one of those.
Yeah, out of those 3.
Because I'll say 3 things I like about you as well.
Okay. Yeah, we can just do 3. Shit, I can't even think that hard.
All right. 3 things I like about you.
Words of affirmation are my love language, by the way, guys.
Oh, we was gonna, bro.
Did I really just answer a question that was already?
Yo, why know what's crazy? Words of affirmation is my love language too.
I hate it for us. Do you not?
Bad.
Yeah,
because I feel like my whole thing. Oh, we switching on topic. I don't even care.
Yeah,
my whole thing with my love language. Like anybody who knows me, like, know I talk a lot. I don't know. I can't help it, bro. I like hearing my own voice. I always feel like I got something to say. This podcast would not happen. I ain't talk a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just being real, but like one thing I like about my love language is what I say to people and like how like I can pick them up. But one thing I also dislike is like how no one picks me up the same way. Like let's say like me, you did the same thing. I'll be like, Asha, that was wonderful. I really like that you did that. Like you're so smart. Like you're creative. Like you got a head on your shoulders. Like I'll pick you up like that. Like, but like I feel like if I show someone else the same thing, like they won't pick me up the same way. Like they won't make me feel the way I want to be picked up like that. And I feel like I only got like 1 or 2 friends like who love me like that. Like who know like words cherish me. Like I want to hear I did a good job. I want to hear that I'm cared for. Like reassure me with your words. Like that's one thing I like about my love language as well. But I didn't know that was your love language.
Hell yeah, but I'm trying to work on it. And people are like, oh, you can't force a love language to like, you can't force yourself not to love your love language. But like, my issue is I used to not have trust issues, but now I do.
People do lie.
And people lie. So it's just like
bad.
when you say stuff like if somebody's like, oh, I love you, Asha, and then they show me like 10 things that show me that they don't love me. It's like, oh my God, they just lied to me. So now I'm struggling to like trust people when they actually say stuff. Because like you say stuff, like even if people are like, oh, I really love your photography. How do I know you're not talking shit behind my back? But it's also not my business. I don't know. It depends on
I feel like one thing I learned not to do is like, one thing I be saying to myself, because I feel like I got a lot of like haters, but like one thing I learned not to do, I learned not to like give haters like power. Like in a sense, just like now these days, I don't ever say I got any haters. I don't ever say people don't like me because your words are powerful. Like try not to be like I can't trust people. Oh, they're lying to me. This. Try to be like, oh, so what's they love me? I appreciate them for loving me. Oh, so what's they love my photography? Let me keep going. Let me want to do better. And things don't give the negative aspect of your words as much as you do the positive, because then all you'll think about is the negative. So then like you'll learn to appreciate your love language because now you heard something that makes you feel loved and you'll want to pour out love more. That's one thing I've been learning to do, because I've noticed with my love language, I take stuff personal. Even if someone's joking with me, like you say something to me, I'm like, dang, like
that low key is on my
shoulders. Nigga hurt my feelings, bro. Like what the
world? Because we supposed to be joking right now.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
People be like, oh, you can't take a joke. I ain't gonna lie, I can take a joke. You can throw 10 jokes at me, but like, watch how you joke.
Because sometimes y'all not joking.
Yeah, like, people want to know what to say. I might tell you the truth.
But I never
gonna tell you a lie. Like,
you know?
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about my love. I'm learning to love my love. I'm hoping you learn to love your love language as well.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so don't ever let anybody take that from you. But back to that. Also, we're gonna be light on this subject.
Oh no!
Congratulations on DST.
Thank you.
Spring 23 initiate.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thanks.
I feel Black sisterhood is powerful.
It is.
And
very powerful. Yes.
I love how pro-Black you are.
Thank you.
And I love that you are in a pro-Black sorority.
Yeah.
Pro-Black sisters.
Yeah.
Sisters who I know love and care for you.
They do.
65 of y'all?
Yeah. Well, all of us together, 65. Yes.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. Congratulations on that.
It's crazy. Everybody, I was like, because my mom's a Delta, so.
Oh, legacy.
Yes. And I was just like, and then I got here, everything is good, and now having sisters, Like, I always have somebody to talk to. Like, literally, like, this time last year, if Deja went out the country, Deja's my best friend. If she went out the country, I'd be like, what am I going to do? Like, no, I don't really. I mean, I have friends, but, like, you know.
Well, you can hit me.
Of course. I've hung out with you before. But I mean, aside from that, like, we all have lives. But, like, one of my line sisters lives across the street. One of my line sisters lives next door. One lives down the street. Like, they're everywhere. So, and it's just a great feeling. It's really a community, so.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Now that we talk about that, how have you kept your creative identity through like your sisterhood and your community? Because I'm not gonna lie, like once you join something like that, it's easy to get caught up in your group.
Yeah.
You're a group. You get labeled as a group.
Yes.
Like I know, like you've been labeled as a group. Like it doesn't. I'm not gonna say it takes away from your identity, but like in a sense to those outside of you, like you're a group. You're not one person.
Yeah.
So like, how have you kept your identity through that? How have you kept your creative identity through that? Because I know it's like you're still Asha Taitt, but it's like you're Asha Taitt. Don't took the camera. Like, how have you kept your creative identity? I ain't gonna lie, he not gonna get no girls.
No, not at all. I just want every man to know that's not attractive.
Yeah, bro, stop revving your car, bro. You're not getting no shorties.
Like,
Ain't one time you revved your car and the girls got in it. Never. All right, then, bro. They interrupted my show and shit.
Interrupting homework and sleep and shit.
Bro.
I don't want to hear that.
And I know you paid $2 for that engine too, just to get no girls. Now you look lame.
That's gross.
I could take your girl on feet, bro.
Oh wow, he's feeling hot today, y'all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's mutual understanding. Episode 4, Asha Taitt. But yeah, back to it. How have you kept your creative identity through Delta?
For me, I have a lot of creative sisters, so like.
Oh, really? Can you name some?
Well, Gabby. Who else? A lot of them are dancers, so.
Oh, so like they're dancing their way of showing creativity.
Yeah, but like in general, because there's so many of us that are creative in our own way, I still can have the space to really say and do what I want. So like, if I have an idea, I'm like, what do y'all think about this? Or whatever. Like, I don't know. I think it really just comes from the love. So through that, I was always going to continue creating. And I felt like after being able to cross and all that stuff, this was the perfect time for me to get back to my work. Because before Delta and all that stuff, I was still too busy in life to really create as much as I wanted to. But after, I worked for what I wanted and I got it, I was just like, okay, I got some free time, let me do what I gotta do. And now you have 64 people commenting under your photo stuff. So really,
yeah, you're never really gonna lack for real.
Exactly, like the support, the only thing that changed was support. And that was just an increase in support. So like, I was gonna create regardless. I don't really know how to answer the question in terms of like, how did I stay, creative through Delta and everything. Like, if anything, I've become more creative and I've gotten more support, which has made me want to go harder because, like, I already know if no one's gonna love it, it's gonna be 64 people that love it, and then my family. So
65.
64. There's 65 of us.
No, me included.
Oh, you're part of the. Okay, we're here. There we go, and JoJo.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you about 2 or 3 more things. I think now we're gonna get into my controversial topic of the week. Josh asked who you with.
And by that you mean what fraternity?
Yeah. He asked.
Oh God. Okay, so I have 2 answers, and this is not 2 fraternity answers. This is my my personal experience at the moment and what I desire in the future. So my personal experience at the moment.
Future is about a man.
And yes.
I'm about to ask you about your love life next.
Okay.
That's perfect. All right, good.
So who am I with at the moment, fraternity wise? I guess you could say. I can't believe I'm about to say this on camera. Like, I can't. Oh my God. Okay. I guess you could say the noobs. And it's for no other reason. It's for no other reason.
She went 1911.
I just don't want to be there though, guys. So get me out of there. And by that I mean GDIs, get me out of there. That's what I desire in my future. Because this is not where I belong. Just because I'm Greek does not mean I need to be with a Greek man. They're interesting people. Yeah, so that's my answer.
I like that. So Tell me about your love life. You can ask me about mine too if it makes you feel comfortable, but you can tell me about your love life. Like, what's your love life like? How do you feel love is for you?
My love life is like what you expect a 21-year-old's love life to be. But what I've heard a lot recently, especially from like people that I know, is like they're like, "Oh, I'm already knowing that you got this and this going on," or "I'm already know." No, I don't.
People just assume like.
No, I don't.
Like, I hate that. People just assume that like you just got somebody. What if I'm just by my lonely?
And you know, that's technically what I'm doing right now. I'm by my lonely. Like I'm not talking to anybody. And people could be like, yeah, right, but like seriously, I'm not. So, like I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. I got more guys when I wasn't Greek than now. I don't know if it's like an intimidation thing or...
Yo, the whole room just made the same face I made.
Like, it's just...
Wow!
I don't know what it is. I guess it was just like... I had this conversation a couple days ago with one of my friends, and what I realized is like, maybe non-Greek men would be more interested in you if you are Greek, but in terms of Greek men, I talked to more Greek men when I was a GDI. I don't know if it's because they think we're ignorant and we don't really know what's going on. Like, you know, there's certain stuff that they get to do that you can't go to as a non-Greek member. So I feel like maybe that was the connection there. But as of lately, there's not much going on. And also we go to a school with so many girls and not a lot of guys. If I was a nigga,
so many.
I probably wouldn't settle down either.
The ratio is 20-1.
The ratio is shitty.
Oh.
G-Ho was probably the best time for me to get a man if I wanted to, and I was unfortunately too busy.
360. If you're a man at A&T, I ain't gonna lie, if you're an attractive man, you got a little bit of game. Like, let's say, I mean, you're not Paul George, but let's say like you like.
Paul George is crazy.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Not a lot of niggas is Paul George. They is not smooth. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
nah,
God.
Right, TK?
Shout out Paul George.
TK, bro, you know you like Paul. Come on, TK. You would say you Paul George. Who would I compare your game to, TK? I say you like.
I gotta think.
Dang. TK got game, y'all. TK an all-star.
TK, let me
I say
find
TK
out.
like a DeMar DeRozan. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't care.
I say TK like TK quietly put up 1,000 every season. That's like DeMar.
Respectable.
Everybody in the room agreeing.
I have no idea what's going on.
Damn.
But the ratio is sweet if you're a man and you got a little bit of game.
Yeah, but for me as a woman here, no. And if you're a smart woman, you're definitely not getting no niggas.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be a dumbass to go for any of these niggas here. No disrespect.
Damn.
Sorry.
But it's like, bro, like, how do you expect young 20, 21, 22, 19-year-old men to act? Like, y'all not gonna get husbands out of us.
There's only so, but then everybody wants a wife. Like, that's why I hate the whole what do you bring to the table conversation. There's just really not much to bring to this table at the moment. We should be individuals, and that's cool. I'm not even trying to get niggas to cuff me or nothing like that. I just want a steady...
Yeah! I want a steady, yeah! Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, at the moment, I don't want a wife.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's
I'd rather
cool.
you know that and have that goal, but the communication is where shit goes left. People will tell you one thing and do another. I can't respect it. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
would you rather a man tell you that he wants you to be his girlfriend, or would you rather a man be like, I want to go with the flow?
I'd rather men tell me they want to go with the flow. If that's what
That's
doing.
calm!
And I'm so dead ass. Like, I'm not even just saying that because, you know, I'm saying that just because that's the perfect... No, like, I genuinely... You know, because I've also had issues with, like... When someone really, really likes me, I do not really, really like them. And I've worked through it. Like, I think I'm mature enough now. But I used to, like... Okay, I'm going to be honest. I've never had a boyfriend. Partially because it's my fault. However, ever since I made that one mistake, it just hasn't presented itself ever again. Maybe that's karma. But I wasn't mature enough at the time to accept him as my boyfriend. And he was a great guy. Like, he still is a great guy. He's thriving. Good for him. But for me...
Shout out to you, buddy.
Shout out to you. He's African, actually. So,
Oh, wow.
Hope he's doing well. He's actually in South Africa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's South African?
No, he's Nigerian and Congolese,
Oh, you missed out on the Nigerian, man.
Please. It was high school. It was high school, guys. I'm sorry. It was high school. I just wasn't ready.
Oh, he's bound to do well. He's Nigerian.
Yeah, he's literally doing a great job. But yeah, I just feel like now that I've matured and I realized like how I felt in that moment, I feel like I just need men to be just as mature. Like, I've had arguments with men all the time. I love debate, so I argue with men all the time. Used to have
sass for sass?
Yeah, sass for sass. I know sass for sass. Don't play with me at all, seriously. And he knows who he is too. Me and him could go back and forth to this day.
Do not go sass for sass with women.
Yeah,
I've been to that cage.
Do it.
But if you feeling sassy, go sass for sass.
You know what I'm saying? And so he literally said out his mouth one time, he was like, I told a bitch that she didn't look good in the face, but she had a fat ass and she blocked me.
Dang.
He said, this is why I'm not honest with women. That's a problem for me, because if that's how you felt about her, why you want something from her? She should have blocked you. That was rude as hell. You were honest, but honest doesn't mean that you just get me.
Yeah.
That means you told the truth, and I didn't like it, so find somebody who's going to like what you have to say. It's that simple. Niggas are afraid of our reaction, and that's why they don't like to tell us the truth. Mm-hmm. But then when we end up finding it out, it's 10 times worse. Like,
but that's why I feel like go with the flow is such a perfect answer though.
Yeah, go with the flow is cool. Lines are always going to get blurred because no one expects to fall for somebody as much as they do or whatever the case may be. But I'd rather you tell me the truth, and you can at least pull up the receipt and be like, I told you I was going with the flow, and I can be like, fuck, I didn't think you actually meant that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's typically what the conversation is.
Yeah, but women typically do fall harder than men.
Yeah. But is that a problem? Like,
I feel like no, it's not a problem. But I feel like it only becomes a problem when conflict arises. Because then, like, he gonna make you look crazy. I done made a couple girls look crazy because I've been able to just say, like, I told you I didn't want anything.
Yeah. And
you pursued harder after that. Like,
yeah. Like, no one really believes it.
Now you look bad.
I mean, yeah, there is a disconnect. But at the end of the day, if you start telling the truth, you'll find realer bitches and realer niggas than you've had before. That's my opinion.
Keep it honest.
Keep it honest. I'm so serious. If you get no bitches because you're always honest, you need to look at yourself. Because why is it always this? You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Somebody's gonna fuck with it though.
Yeah.
Just gotta be patient.
Yeah. But most men, I ain't gonna lie, most men aren't attractive, so like they don't got the luxury to.
But what y'all don't know is like a lot of girls don't care as much about looks as you think. If you're butt ugly, I can't help you. Truly. But if you're not a 10 out of 10, like my best friend, sorry Deja, I'm low-key airing her shit out, but like she likes ugly niggas. Like that is something she will say out her mouth. What is ugly? That's up to you. Because the niggas they're not ugly for real, but she doesn't like niggas that are pretty. Period. So if you're a pretty boy,
ugly.
Stay away. And I mean, I get it. Everybody needs love. So everybody worried about what you look like. Somebody's gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's very few of y'all here, so you start to adjust.
Not gonna lie, I used to call myself an ugly you in it, but I'm not even an ugly you. I'm a sexy you.
Oh, okay, period. Words of affirmation.
That's J Hush. But wow. Love life. Okay, everyone. This is the best time to be on Mutual Understanding, because on Mutual Understanding we have our controversial topics. We either disagree, well, we can't disagree because we gotta come to mutual understanding.
Okay.
But this is my controversial topic of the week. Do you feel most ideas in the world are taken from black creatives? And do you feel a lot of black creatives are denied or silenced?
I do feel that most ideas are taken from black creatives. That's how it's always been.
Yeah.
That's part of our identity. It's like pushing through the bullshit.
Even food.
Yeah. First of all, shout out Chick-fil-A, but y'all ain't making that chicken. There's no way white people came up with them ingredients to make that chicken.
That seasoned, that juicy.
Exactly. But in general, I think that we still. What was the second part of the question? Sorry, I got it short.
Do you feel a lot of black creatives are silenced?
No. Maybe in the past, but there's really no excuse for you to still be silent in terms of, like, because we have so many platforms, you can literally go on Instagram and say, I've been silenced by so-and-so, and go fucking viral for that shit and get famous just off of that video. Like, and I'm not saying that there aren't any hardships for black creators anymore. I just feel like there's other ways for you to reach people now. Whereas before you had to go door to door, or you had to hope you got into something. There's just so many places.
There's too many ways to show who you are.
It's too many ways. And like being independent is way more popular now. So we don't really need HBO Max, who's been having so many issues right now with like script writers and everything like that. You don't need HBO Max. You just need the right platform. I see people on TikTok all the time that have their short films on TikTok, and that what you can do like 3-minute videos or something.
10 minutes.
10-minute videos. You could do your whole short film on TikTok and go viral off of that, and now people are feeding for the next episode or the next movie that you do. You don't need whatever they want you to need anymore. You can do that shit yourself. It might be hard, but everything is hard. I would love to already be rich. But right now, I like the praise and the love that I get from the people I care about. You know?
I do feel most black creatives are silenced because we don't get as much opportunity. Like, every idea that we put up is already seen as negative.
Okay.
So, like, I feel like we don't get to flourish how we really want to. Have you ever felt there was a limitation on your project? Something that limited your projects?
Not really. The only thing that probably would limit my projects is like who sees them. Like I've signed up and applied for different photo contests and stuff, and I might not win, but like I didn't win the contest in Michigan, and had I won, I would have been stagnant as fuck. Like I've seen that girl's work since that one, and her work looks the same. I would never want my work to look the same as it did when I did that first photo contest. So I don't know. I just feel like everyone who has a story from being told no always evolves. You have to, because what the fuck was wrong with my shit? You gotta go back to the drawing board and figure out what it was.
People settle.
Not me, and that's maybe why I don't understand how you could feel so limited in a certain space. But I just feel like there's just too many ways you can connect with people. Nigga, they got fucking what is the shit? Like all those like young black event things that go on. People can, who is it? Ray, Mercy, they just got into DJing, and now they can DJ at all these functions that y'all be having and stuff like that. That's a start. You put that on TikTok, you put that on Instagram, you put that on Twitter. You get plugged in from a friend who moved to New York, and like there's just so many ways. Like the black creative space has just gotten so big that like the only place you really want to go is to be with more black creatives. I don't necessarily need to be with.
Oh, you're right. That's probably why like you don't feel silenced, because you're around black people who want it.
Yeah, black people who want it. I want to be around black people wherever I go next. So I'm not really aiming for, like for example, if I was some type of singer or something, I'm not really aiming for the Grammys. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like celebrities don't even care about that shit anymore because they're starting to realize like this shit is rigged. It's not real. None of this shit is real. Like just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really care about the silencing. You can't silence me if I keep fucking talking. You just can stop listening. I don't care though. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's our mutual understanding.
Yeah.
Black creatives can't be silenced, so they keep talking.
That's good. Write it down.
Dang. I really did like this episode.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Wow, this is really good. Like, Asha was really supposed to be my second guest.
I was.
But it was Delta Week.
It was.
And our times kept clashing.
Yeah.
And so, like, I had to move Asha from number 2 to now being number 4.
Which is great,
But
4 is good.
4 brings you more.
4 is also, like, bad luck number.
Really?
China. Yeah.
Quattro.
Yeah. I learned that. I took Chinese in middle school, y'all. I don't know anything, though, so don't ask.
I was about to do a fake Chinese accent.
Yeah, you would have got canceled.
That would have been the end of that episode.
Yeah, so.
But I really just want to say thank you for coming to Mutual Understanding. It means a lot to me. Like, you are a really good friend of me. I do cherish and love you so much.
Oh, JoJo, I love you too.
All right, chill, man. I'm still gangster. Don't mind that little laugh.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pump it up. Yeah. But thank you for coming on. I hope to have you again soon.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to tell me or anything you want to ask me before we get up?
Just keep doing this. It's really good. I know I told you off camera, but really work on using different spaces for your episodes. Like I was saying, if you interview a basketball player, do it at the basketball court. It doesn't have to be in a room or like that's standard. Push that shit to a new level so people are looking at your shit like, damn, this is a podcast, but this is a podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Anywhere, anytime.
And that's what I mean when I say like just do some different shit. No idea is truly that original. Like, I'm sure somebody's thought of something similar to something I've done before, but like pushing that shit so it's almost unrecognizable. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We're recording right now out of Asha's living room.
Yes.
Asha is literally forcing me to be creative.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. We ran into some conflict with the studio today, and I was just gonna drop the episode.
And it just can't happen. I'm sorry. You gotta push through that shit.
Yeah. So I appreciate you for getting me out of my comfort zone.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
But y'all, this is the end of episode 4, Asha Taitt. I want to say thank you guys so much. Like, this podcast has really meant so much to me. B-Nail episode is coming out tonight. Go tune into that. Tell them, like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
You trying to stand in episode 4, Asha Taitt, and we're out of here.
Y'all got strikers on this shit?
Steady making hits, we taking pics the whole screen. They say how y'all living, we just living your dreams. Get some old cream, cash rules.